Hello parents, welcome to my channel again. My name is Amarachi Amosi. I am known as your favorite teen doctor. Now let's talk today about something very sensitive. Just in case you haven't gone to click on the button below to share this link, go right now and share the link. Let your people, your community learn as you're learning. So very sensitive, self-preservation in parenting. I know as a parent, sometimes you want to protect your family image, you want to protect your ego, you've advanced in a particular career level, you don't want any stigma on you. But I have realized that when it comes to parenting teenagers, self-preservation has caused more harm than good. Self-preservation, or rather, parenting self-preservation, is when a parent chooses to protect their career ego, their family name, over helping a teenager have a smooth transition to adulthood. Now, someone will ask, how does this show up? When a parent chooses to protect what they call their ego over pushing their teenagers to get help when they have issues, or pushing their teenagers to circles or to responsible adults that can actually help them achieve one or two things in their life, they hold them back. When you hold them back, you're simply what? Self-preserving yourself. So you see, a parent who comes and says, you see your teenager with an adult, a responsible adult, and you go, what are you telling that adult? What are you even discussing? Your insecurity is counted, it's not them. And when you begin to restrict your teenagers from associating with responsible adults around them, or probably the ones they call their mentors, you are not only destroying their ability to get instant help, but adults that they are connected to, adults that they see a future in with respect to where they're going to. So be comfortable to let your teenagers associate with adults who are responsible. When you also tell your teenagers, you see this one, don't tell anybody. If your teenager was raped, or your teenager was molested, or your teenager was bullied, or your teenager saw something at home that had been affecting them mentally, and you say, don't talk about our family out there. You must have a responsible adult. You can't keep preserving yourself, dear parents, because you don't want your teenager to get help. Because you are already an adult. You have a life. They are trying to find their life. So when you stop that teenager from associating with an adult they can pour their hearts to, that becomes a problem. Because connection is very important as a teenager is transiting to adulthood. So dear parents, if you want your teenager to be able to have adults who are responsible in their life, that you are okay with them talking to, then begin now to plan to responsible adults by having those responsible adults as your friends. In church, at home, in school, your child is getting connected to somebody, get close to the person. Understand the person's value system, so that when your teenagers start becoming more connected to them, you're not afraid, because they are not trying to replace you. They are simply planted to reinforce what you have been doing. So go right now, sow the right seeds of friends, sow the right seeds of responsible adults, so that your teenagers will easily connect with people who will reinforce the values you have placed in them. If you don't, what happens is that you become afraid of your teenager going out there to say, oh, I think I'm masturbating, oh, I watch pornography, I need help, because you have refused them from communicating with other adults or responsible adults who have the capability to help them. So dear parents, I come again and I say to you, if your teenager is struggling, please let them have or get the requisite help that they need. And stop thinking about, oh, family other name, because I see a lot of teenagers who come in here and they're like, my mom doesn't want anybody to know about it. And we don't want free services here. And then when they come here and you want to do the best you can do, at some point you want to get their parents involved because of the reason why, what we're doing, and then you can't get them involved. Because why? Because their parents don't want them to know. Their parents don't want anybody to talk about anybody. Talk to anybody about it. So you find yourself raising a teenager who is regressing by the years, and they're regressing, you're making progress. By the time you are done, you're making all those progress, they will be able to manage it. But then you have a teenager who is now an adult, sick that they cannot be able to manage that which you have built. Dear parents, free up. Be glad to be a parent, a teacher, an adult who is responsible enough to be your teenager's mentor, to be your teenager's right-hand person. Connection is key because growth is happening. If this challenged you, click the button below, share with other parents who are losing their teenagers on a daily basis because they are refusing to let them connect because they are trying to preserve themselves. We understand that this may not be easy, but that's the real truth. And until you embrace that truth, you'll keep struggling, and together we will not be able to reap the complete resources that have been embedded in these children. So share and subscribe.